Welcome back to Two of a Kind. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Michelle.
I think we had to start introducing ourselves because no one knows who is who.
Well, now that we have such a big fan base, I feel like it was only necessary to reintroduce ourselves.
Yeah. And I feel like people, we keep switching sides. Third look at what we're doing.
I know, but we're figuring shit out.
Yeah. So
everybody's on the journey with us. It is what it is. Honestly, it's hard out there.
No, it's so hard, but I'm glad we have this set up.
Yeah, I feel chill. I feel relaxed.
I feel relaxed.
I'm probably the hunchback of Notre Dame, but I'm comfortable. So that's what. Comfort first.
You know, I heard about that story because when I was traveling, when I was in Paris, it's a true story, and he lived in one of the churches in Paris.
Yeah.
No, Notre Dame Cathedral.
Yeah.
And he lived up there. He's not the whole love story, but him as a person is real. And I didn't know that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I feel like I did know it was a real story. I'm not going to lie, but I don't know it anymore. I forget all these stories. I have to go back to my childhood and rewatch and reread all the books and stuff.
All the childhood movies and books.
Yeah. Speaking of, I did my homework last night.
Oh,
we decided we're going to look into the Jake Paul documentary. All these celebrities coming out with their own documentaries. I'm intrigued. Want to see what the situation is. So I started it last night.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts?
Oh, yeah. I have so many thoughts.
Okay.
First of all, I was going to say Netflix is really catching on that all these sports documentaries are a hit with people. They're checking their analytics. They're looking at their streaming and they're we're going to just bang out a bunch of...
I don't think it's necessarily about the sports, but I think it's the person that's playing the sport. It's the person that got famous. It's the athlete that they're so intrigued by, not the actual sport. No one gives a shit about basketball. It's just because it was about Michael Jordan and...
No, but I think it's the combination of the sport and the athlete. People are especially in America, I feel they're such sports fanatics.
Yeah, they are. They college sports. They love that.
Yeah.
And I'm just aren't you in grade 12? Why are we so hyped about this?
And it's fucking huge in the States.
I know, they love it. But I watched the Netflix documentary. It was an hour and 12 minutes. It wasn't that long. I had to keep in mind the entire time that whoever's putting out the documentary, it's the favorable side. Jake Paul wants you to see this documentary, so it's beneficial to Jake Paul. So everything you see, it's to make him look good. And that's something you have to remember the whole time.
Oh, 100%. But I think they did a good take on starting his career to where he is now. They really emphasized that he's the most hated influencer in LA.
I know. I wish they touched on the fact that he got married to Tana. That you could have added that in, that was a whole scam in itself. You scammed all your fans. People paid, live streamed it.
100%. But I feel that was intentional not to give Tana that clout. Because they're so you're going to mention me and I'm going to get famous. And I feel that was intentional.
Okay, well, he had his ex-girlfriend in the documentary, so.
Who's his ex-girl? That girl they're no longer together?
I don't think they're together anymore.
He's with this the
it's
skater or the swimmer?
Yeah. So I don't think that's her. So if she can be in it, you can bring it up. I mean, it did happen. It's one of your scandals.
Yeah. No, you're right.
They brought up Logan Paul being in the suicide forest. So, I mean, nothing's as bad as that, really.
Yeah.
So,
honestly, growing up, we never watched YouTube, so I had no idea who, Jake Paul at the beginning and Logan Paul at the beginning.
I know the Vine days. I have no idea, but they did a come up.
No, they were from where they were to where they are now is insane, and I feel they created these characters, or honestly, they probably are themselves so different.
The best thing that I saw that clip was when they showed a past Vine they did where he's there skinny, he eats a chocolate bar and then a fat boy pops up. I was literally that was hilarious, you know?
No, it's hilarious, and if they did that now they would be shat on.
I know, but it's just the creativity was there from a young age and they honestly killed it.
Yeah, I feel it's always those stories two people living out in the middle of nowhere,
Ohio.
Poor, that's always the same story.
I know,
broke, nothing to do, got a video camera and did something.
I know. Can someone just get famous and lived a lavish life their entire life?
Yeah, I want a privileged rich person. No, I'm kidding.
No,
it's giving nepo.
No, yeah, it's not giving great. But I wanted to say, so his whole boxing career that he went into, I kind of agreed the whole time that he wasn't fighting real boxers.
Yeah.
He was fighting like old UFC fighters.
But do you think that's like how you have to start? Like, no one's gonna let Jake Paul into this boxing circa. So he's like, okay, I'm
Well,
gonna
it was boxing. They were boxing.
They were boxing, but I feel like he started out like fighting people and fighting people to get like recognition.
For sure. Like, he was an amateur, as he said. So he's fighting other people. But it's like every time you win in a sport that the other person isn't trained in, like, I hope you're gonna win.
Yeah, but
It's
all
like
these people, yeah, but all these people he fought at the beginning were like other athletes, other celebrities.
But who cares?
But so like both sides started off as not, if you're gonna say that he wasn't a real boxer at the beginning, he's fighting non-real boxers too, and they're both training.
Right. But I mean, like, after 3 years, he's going on. He's still not considered a boxer. He's still a YouTuber and influencer. And it's 3 years and he's still fighting these other athletes. And they would say, oh, he's not a real boxer. It's like, after 3 years of boxing, like, you're a boxer, go fight a real boxer.
Yeah. No,
like,
I
3
agree.
years if that's all you're doing. And then it got to like 5 years and he fought Tommy Fury.
But how, I don't know how it works if you automatically like you're like I want to be a boxer and you're like getting in the ring with another famous boxer. There must be you're starting off fighting, I guess, really amateur people or
I think if you want to go into a sport, you fight the people in that sport, really level 1 players. It's not like you want to be a hockey player, so you start playing hockey with rugby players. I don't know, like football and rugby, let's say. It's like they're not the same sport.
Yeah, but I think the whole thing during the documentary is talking about like combining the entertainment world and the boxing world, where everyone tuned in to watch this fight because it was Jake Paul, who's like a celebrity, and this other socialite.
Right.
He created like a brand around it, and he created
for
hype.
sure. It was his marketing scheme. Like,
Yeah.
he needed pay-per-views. That's how you're gonna get paid. He needed all those viewers to tune in to pay for it, and he did well in that sense. But I don't think you can go on to say like, oh, I'm a boxer, I'm a real, like, to me you are a real boxer. So if you're gonna say that, and I agree, like, I think he was, fight real boxers. And only then at the end did he fight Tommy Fury, who from my knowledge isn't the best fighter to begin with.
Really, they were like hyping up his entire family. The
Yeah,
Furies.
he comes from a line of really, like, of boxers.
Oh, and he's an amateur too.
I mean, don't quote me on it, but I don't think he's like the top boxer.
No, Michelle, you're not knowledgeable.
No, all these people are gonna come at me, but no, I think he's amateur level, which
Okay.
is fine because Jake Paul is still, I guess, amateur level, and he ends up losing to the first real boxer he fights. You know what I mean?
I know, and when I was watching it, low key, I wanted the Tommy Fury to win.
Yeah, because I'm a fan. And in one sense, I'm a fan of Tom Fury.
Oh, I'm not. I didn't
Oh.
know who this guy was until I'm watching the documentary.
Do you not know? Oh my God, what? Molly May and Tommy Fury, they met on Love Island. Not that we watched it, but I feel like I've seen them everywhere.
Oh my God, I heard of that now that you're saying Molly May, but I didn't know, I didn't watch
Yeah,
that.
and their
So,
little kid Bambi.
oh my God, so is he literally a personality star and now he's,
Well, he is an actual boxer, but I mean, everyone does everything. Like, the second you get famous and the doors open, you're like, I'll do that, I'll do this. But like, who wouldn't?
no, but that's the whole thing. Like, great for Jake for profiting off of that. To be like, I'm a celebrity, I could get into the sport. And he loved it. He was saying, he's like, I'm not just here for shits and
No.
giggles, I'm down with the game.
100%. That's why I'm like, you're down with the game. Start fighting real boxers. Stop going to 40-year-old UFC fighters.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not shocked that you're winning. Like, why is everyone shocked?
No, it's true, like the age difference. But speaking of Tommy Fury, I was really happy he won. Not because I'm a fan of Jake Paul. Like, watching the documentary, I was like rooting for him. I loved his story. But just because I'm like, oh my God, this guy has this whole family, the lineup of boxers, and he's going to let down the family name. His dad was like, we have a lineup of boxers in our family, like championship. And so in my heart, I was like, oh my God, this guy can't let down this family.
I know, but he's fought other people before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this brought Tommy a lot of money also. Like, it was a great fight. So it worked out for both people.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know if, you know. If it was
So
the
what
outcome.
do you think of the sibling relationship and how they at the beginning they were doing it together because their YouTube was together, and then they like veered off, and then it became this rivalry that they both were in such competition with each other.
Yeah, I think honestly, I'm not surprised. I feel like you go into together, everything's great, but then people start giving one person opportunities, and so then it's like the Disney Channel thing. So Jake starts doing the Disney Channel, and then Logan's like, okay, I want to do something different too, and then does his own thing. So then you each start trying to be better than the other person. I feel like it's a normal reaction. Then the rivalry starts. I don't know if that needed to happen. Like, you didn't have to get so argumentative.
They like hated each other. Like, I can't be like, I feel like that happens with friends. You know what I mean? Like, you start something with your friend and opportunities, and then you're jealous. But I'm like, this was your brother. Like, you guys are close. How does that relationship change so much because like money and fame? That's what it was.
Well, that was their whole thing together, was wanting to be the best, the biggest YouTube stars, the sensation. So the second you split up, you're like, okay, I want to be the biggest. But they had that mentality together. So it makes sense that when they split up, they each wanted it.
Okay, I'm putting it out there. You're not going anywhere without me.
No, I think it's not as fun, which I think they realized, when you're against each other. I feel like it's so fun to like grow up, to become famous, not, you know, like nothing to back that up with. But I think it would be fun to do it with your sibling, with your friend, that you both blow up together.
No, 100%. Even now, their whole thing together, every time they're in a campaign together, MMA, boxing, they get so much more hype.
I know. I love how Logan Paul, every time it was his interview, had his like Prime bottle with him.
Yeah, you got to market that.
No, loved it. He brings it everywhere.
As he should. Like,
as he should.
If you were trying to sell something, it would be everywhere.
Yeah.
Is Jake Paul with Celsius? Because then in the documentary, you see him, or was that on his like Instagram, where I see Celsius?
No, I don't think he's Celsius.
No? Okay.
No, he's Prime.
No, I'm talking about Jake. Sorry.
No, I don't think he would do something that goes kind of like against. Not that Prime and Celsius are the same, but I don't think he would do that. I don't know.
Okay, I'll have to go fact check that.
Another thing in the documentary, when Dana White was like, Jake Paul, like, he'll never fight. And he named some guy, like, Aiden or something. I forget, one of the last fighters. Like, he would never fight him. I was talking, because Steve watched it with me. And we're talking about how that was probably a setup to be like, he would never fight him. And then Jake Paul goes, I'm going to fight him. And then, like, wins. It's like, we knew he was going to win.
Oh, you think Jake and Dana were in that together?
Yeah, Dana and Logan work together because Prime is one of the drinks of the UFC.
Oh, okay.
It's like sponsored on the UFC. So they have that collaboration going. I don't think he would be shit talking his brother so much, being like, he's not a real boxer, like, fuck this guy, he can never win. You know what I think? I think it was to hype it up, and then Jake Paul can come out and be like, I nominate you, you know?
Yeah.
So just food for thought on that.
Oh my God, maybe. At the beginning, I was like, Dana
Yeah.
White. I'm like, you need to chill out. He was like hating on him so hard. I was like, but why? He's winning.
Yeah, I think it's because he's coming out. First of all, he hated that he
Not
was
the
talking
purist.
about. Yeah, but he was also talking about the fact that Dana doesn't pay his fighters the same amount as he should. Not the same amount, but the amount that he should. Which I don't think that was scripted or anything. I think Jake actually believes in that, to pay your fighters more to get them to the union.
Yeah.
So I think that's why Dana was shit talking Jake at the beginning.
I know. I feel like that was is he the one that's bringing that together, starting a union within the boxing industry?
I think he wants to. It hasn't happened yet, but I think he wants to.
Good for him, because it's so true. These people are literally going on in the ring, beating the shit out of each other, and then no healthcare,
Yeah.
no insurance.
Another thing is, it's like Jake Paul is fighting. So let's say he's like, I'm going to fight a real boxer, an amateur boxer. Jake Paul is rich, has all the money in the world, has all the opportunity to go get the best boxing coach, the gyms. He has the money to do that. These fighters usually don't have money. It's like you start off in the sport having nothing. So you're fighting an amateur boxer who you're going to say is a boxer, but they don't have the money to get the coaching. Like, they're just in here like trying to make a buck, you know?
Well, at the beginning, you said that he was fighting non-boxers. They were celebrities.
Yeah,
and
they
those
were.
people had money. It was
Yeah,
like
you
a
get-
basketball player.
Yeah, exactly.
An actor.
But it's like you're fighting people who aren't, that's not their sport.
For
So
sure,
now
but
you're
they
gonna-
have the money to be trained.
For sure, but somebody starting from day one, yeah, you have the money to be trained, but they're
Yeah.
not gonna, whatever. That's like a whole different story. But I feel like you should fight people who are boxers. And like Tommy Fury to me was a good one. He has the money, he has like the help, the support.
Well, is there more fights going on? Like, what else does he have? Have we seen another
Tommy?
one? No, Jake.
I don't know. I don't really watch boxing. Like, I just watch like when he's boxing.
Okay,
you know?
so another thing. Jake gets so much shit because he's not a real boxer, but then Logan's now in MMA.
That to me is so weird. When I watch MMA, I'm literally like, why am I watching these kids play around?
But like, why does no one care about him? Like, why does Jake actually get so much shit? And then like Logan's just like,
because MMA is fake. Like, you don't have to be you don't have to be, I guess you have to be good at acting like you're punching someone else out. But it's a fake sport, which is so weird to me. Like, that I will never understand.
So how do they decide who wins? It's predetermined?
It's predetermined, and I'm sure money has something to do with it. Like, I'm sure the loser gets more money, but the winner gets the pride and being like, look, I won.
Wait, so do you think they practice beforehand? Like, their routine?
I'm sure they're in there the day before, like, setting up.
Oh my God, I didn't even clue. Because I knew The Rock did. Or is that WWE?
WWE. You're talking about WWE.
No, but Logan does MMA. Is that a sport?
Yeah, that's... Oh my God.
No, I think Logan actually, like, fights.
Like UFC fighting?
I don't know.
No, he does. Logan is like fake fighting.
He does WWE?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah. So they're doing, it's giving The Rock.
Exactly. And one guy gets paid more, the other one gets the winning. Do you want the money or the
title?
The title?
Well, Logan doesn't need the money. He wants the title.
Yeah.
He's gonna get paid less, but he gets paid less, but he gets to be like, look, I'm the champion, and that's on brand for him. He gets to go on this podcast and really just like boost himself.
Yeah, that's so true. That's like fame and fortune. Do you want the fortune or do you want the fame?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think the fame.
Wow.
Because I think fame gives you like opportunities. I think I would be getting to do so many cool things because I'm famous. But like, I guess I won't be paid. Can I have a normal job? Can I have a job?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not like you're broke, but that's actually a good way to look at it, because I was like, fortune all the way.
I mean, you can have money and then do those things, but it's how much more fun is when something's like given to you to do for free. You're not paying for it, you know? You're like, oh my God, you're going to take me on a freaking brand trip? Okay.
Yeah.
Even though you could pay for the trip you're going to go on. But
for sure. I feel like now that would be more enticing, but then later on I'd be like, just give me the fortune and I'm going to like chill out.
Yeah. Depends where I am in my life right now. I can go with the fame.
Yeah, exactly. Different things. But that was my take on the Jake Paul thing. It was actually really short.
Really short, but perfect. Anything longer, you're like, come on, when is it over?
Yeah.
When's Logan's documentary dropping?
No, literally. And then they're going to be fighting for who got the most streams.
100%. Well, good for him. He got his little cameos in Jake's.
For sure.
Another documentary I watched, because we're going to go on celebrity documentaries, was Arnold's.
I have to watch his.
Dude, when I said Arnold, did you know who I was talking about?
Yeah.
See, but like if I said...
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, but if I said Jake, you'd be like, what? Who?
No, if we're talking about celebrities, I can kind of... I'm quick like that, you know?
Yeah. But Jake is such a common name, but Arnold, I only know one famous Arnold.
Yeah, that's why I knew who you were talking about. There's what other famous... Oh, yeah, I guess there's Jake Gyllenhaal and stuff, but we were talking about a certain sport.
Yeah. So his documentary was actually really interesting also. I had no idea this man lived 3 lives. Started off as a... Oh my God, Michelle, I'm blanking on the word. He like posed, he worked out and he posed.
A bodybuilder?
Okay. Oh my God. Thank you. He started as a bodybuilder, then went on to acting, and then went on to politician.
But that's like all these people. You're a YouTuber, then you're an influencer, now you're a boxer. You're a singer, now you're an actor, now you have a podcast.
Yeah, but who goes from like bodybuilding to acting, which like I feel like could be like The Rock did it too.
Yeah.
But then like politician.
Yeah, that's crazy. The politician gets you.
The politician really gets me.
Yeah.
And that the fact that he was married to a Kennedy. And the fact that he had a love child with his housekeeper. Did you know that?
Wow. See, are you giving all the details away? I didn't watch this documentary.
Oh, really? But like people who know his life are going to know that.
Honestly, I probably won't. It's not something that like interests me, but I love a celebrity documentary.
Me too, because I feel like you only see the outsides and then you get to know these people and you're like, oh, you actually come from a crazy beginning. You've actually accomplished so much.
Right. But I don't like when the documentary, like J-Lo came out with one, which was just around the Super Bowl. Not a fan of. Like, I want to see like you eat breakfast. I want to see your day to day. Jake Paul too wasn't so into that, but
you want a Britney for the record.
Britney for the record, but never again. I feel like that that record destroyed her. I feel like she just needs to lay low.
Yeah.
Even though I would love a Britney Spears documentary part 2.
But like on her terms.
On her terms. First, the book has to come out. I definitely want to read it. And then we'll see from there if she even needs... I mean, now this marriage with Sam that... Oh my God, we're veering off. But that should have been in her book. But now her book's done. And I'm like, wait, this could have been in your book.
Yeah, it's going to end at like her getting married or something. Or maybe just about the conservatorship. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. Okay, but going back to Arnold, he like starts off his documentary. Sorry, spoiler. If you want to watch his documentary, fast forward this part. He starts off and he's like, I started working out. He's like, and I got really into like the fitness industry where, you know, you're going to the muscle gyms in Venice Beach. You're working out in public. You're like taking pictures of yourself. Mm-hmm. He's like, at the beginning, he was like not embarrassed because obviously he did it, but he was like nervous about what people are going to say about him, his father, like if he's gay, because like you're like taking pictures of yourself and you're working out and you become obsessed with the way you look. And honestly, during the entire documentary, there was an undertone of like narcissism, because it was exactly like Jake Paul, where like he was narrating the documentary,
right?
Just him, and he had sporadically like Sylvester Stallone and whatever in there sporadically. He was narrating the whole thing, and he was like, I would come out for my competition, the crowd would be roaring. And I was like, that's crazy that you're saying that about your own show.
Who would be narrating though if it's not him?
But you know when they have other speakers?
Oh yeah,
like other interviews.
Right. There wasn't. It was just him.
There was just him, which I was just like,
there's no one to fact check.
No one to fact check. There was Jamie Lee Curtis. And I didn't know that when he did his movie with her, he put, you know, like it's the star of the movie is like in big and
right.
then it gets into it. He did his name and then Jamie Lee. And it was like a big accomplishment for her. And like after that movie, her like stardom and her fame began.
Wow, he plopped her up.
He literally plopped her on the map.
Oh, good for him. And good for her.
And good for her. So that was like a little highlight because I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay, you're making me feel like I need to watch it. But there's another one that came out about... I just saw it. I can't remember the name. This is terrible. You told me about it too.
A documentary?
Yeah.
On Netflix? Let's jog your memory.
No, it was on TikTok. You sent it to me.
Oh, a football one about college football?
Yeah.
It's not out yet. But again, like it's always about a sport.
I think it is out.
Okay, or maybe it's out.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I know, because it's always like these crazy stories about the sport.
Yeah, even The Last Dance, because I think it's like it's not just the sport and it's not just the celebrity. It's combined. People are obsessed.
Yeah. I even want to watch Air, which is a movie, not a documentary, but I still want to watch it because it has to do with the whole thing.
Which is great because I feel like people who aren't fans of the sports, but you and I who are become a fan of these people,
right,
are going to watch it.
Right. I must say though, like, I have to rely on you less and less to give me reviews on stuff. Like, you tell me something's good, I watch it, and I'm like, what? I watched garbage for an hour.
What?
Literally Saturday night, we had people over. They leave. Steve and I are here. It's like literally 9:30. I'm like, you know what? She told me the Super Mario Bros. Movie was good. I'm gonna watch it. So we put it on. Like, what the fuck was going on that entire movie? I was like, this is terrible. It was a video game. I watched the video game.
And how cool was it?
No, I didn't need to. I didn't need to watch it.
I just want to defend myself for a second. I did watch that on the plane, and I feel like your standards are different on the plane.
Oh, that is very different. I feel like you should have started with that. I didn't know you watched it on the plane.
Yeah, I should have began with that.
Because it's not a home movie. Maybe even in the movie theater, you could feel that it was a bit better, but it's really not.
Okay, it's not for the at-home movie.
No, I think you have to watch it on the plane or in the movie theater so you think it's better than it is.
Yeah.
Even the Barbie movie, I'm like still have to watch it. I still want to watch it.
I think you have to watch that in the theaters.
I think I do too.
Because it's not going to be good at home.
But it's such a home movie. But yeah, I think I have to go.
But who goes to the theaters?
I know, that's another thing. If it's not VIP theaters, if I'm not getting like a meal, a drink, have a comfy seat, I don't know if I would go.
But the thing is, the meal's not even gonna be good. So you're going for the comfy seat, and my couch is comfier.
It's not even that the meal's not good. It's that it's so fun to eat and watch a movie like that. And sometimes popcorn, like their little candy's not cutting it. So having like
A chicken tender and a fry.
exactly, it comes and it's great.
I think I just picked the meal to get while watching a movie.
You did. I remember if I was going to the movie theater before VIP, we would go to the dollar store, collect the snacks, have our bag, and just be like munching away in theaters.
And the person definitely knew, but it's like a 14-year-old. It's a 15-year-old carding you to go see a PG-13 movie.
Literally.
That's what it was at the theaters.
And honestly, like, you think we could afford movie theater snacks? Like, I was going to the dollar store and going in.
And we were only going to the theater on the Tuesday because it was Cheapy Tuesday.
Yeah, it's the good old times. Oh, that's the best. I need to go to a theater again.
I need to too. Honestly, maybe I go see Barbie or Oppenheimer.
I would do either or. I'm in.
Interchangeable.
Interchangeable. The other people might vary, but like I'm down for one of those.
Yeah.
And then we could give our takes.
Give our takes. You know what I want to go watch? The Eras Tour.
That tour killed me inside. When it was time to pre-register, I thought I wrote my email so quick in the little tab to get like first dibs of seats. It's like I couldn't be. No, it's like if I never even wrote it in. I wasn't even on the first batch, second batch.
I know.
What are we like? How are we getting tickets?
I have no idea. I keep thinking that if I go on, there's going to be a box open. And I did go see.
Where?
At the Rogers Center. But they only have boxes or lounges or whatever until September. Taylor's in November. So I have to wait.
Oh, you think random people can purchase?
Like, why is it on their site? I mean, I'll find out. Honestly, I should go see for an event in September and see what happens. Because I didn't do that.
Yeah, let me know. Oh, that would be great. Because I really want to see Taylor Swift. I'm like dying to go.
Did you feel like you saw a lot of it on the internet though?
No.
Me neither. Because I actively didn't watch them because in my heart I'm going.
It's not that I actively didn't watch them. I don't like watching other people's recordings of a concert. Even when you put on Instagram or Snapchat, it's annoying to hear. It's not the same.
Yeah.
So as much as I want to see her outfit, see what she does, like I can't watch this. So I'll flip through it. She's going to come out with a Netflix special, like guarantee it.
Oh my God, she should.
I feel like she's done that with another big tour, Reputation, when it was so long that she didn't. Then she did Reputation. And now it's been so long she didn't tour either. So I feel like, why wouldn't she?
And if you're doing an Olympic Stadium tour, that's something to document.
100%. So I don't want to see your dusty ass videos.
Amen.
Like,
and you know what? I want to see Taylor in person. And I hope Beyonce is doing the same because she's doing the same type of tour, and I want to see hers on Netflix.
You saw her other one. I never watched it.
Amazing. But in that one, you're going to see the prep. It's a Beychella.
Yeah. I don't really care about the prep. Like, I know you're going to kill it when you get on stage. I want to feel like you got on the stage and it was flawless. Like, you didn't need months of prep. Like, you're the biggest star.
No, it's crazy her transformation. She just had her twins, and then she starts, and the level she gets, like fitness wise, is insane.
It was her workout regimen.
Yeah, she was like working out and then you're dancing, and she's an insane dancer. So by the end,
she's killing it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, maybe I will watch it when I have the time.
You know what I did though for Taylor? When I was working out, I put on the Eras Tour playlist.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's such a good workout.
But then you get to Folklore and Evermore, and it's a skip.
Those are car albums.
I have to listen to those because I'm not familiar with them as much. When they came out, they were pretty much back to back. I couldn't really get a hold on
Evermore.
And then Folklore came out, and it was like, I just kept interchanging them or whatever. I just kept interchanging them because they came out so quickly. And it was hard to get a groove into it.
No, for sure. If she had 2 surprise songs, what songs do you not want to hear?
I don't want to hear Shake It Off. I don't want to hear...
I feel like that's in the set list.
Probably. But I don't want to hear it. It's a bathroom break song. I don't want to hear Shake It Off. Okay, but I don't know her set list hand by hand. Like, whatever. But Shake It Off, I don't want to hear. Never Getting Back Together. Me.
All the teeny bop songs.
And the ones that the radio ruined. You?
The songs like I would want to hear is Last Kiss. I don't know if that's on the set list.
Yeah.
And the one with Bon Iver on Folklore.
I can't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that I would want to hear. And I don't know if they're on the set list, but those songs I would like to hear.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like all the songs that I like love.
And maybe if she
Clean isn't on, and I love Clean.
Oh, Clean's a good one too.
Yeah.
And I would like a surprise performer.
Does she not have openers?
No, I meant like I want someone to come on stage and like sing a song with her.
Oh, like there's not many people. Like Ed Sheeran would be the only one I could think of that would like hop on.
True. Or from me.
Or Bon Iver if that song gets played.
I have no idea what Bon Iver looks like.
He would come on and I'd be like, who is this man on stage right now?
But then he would start singing. You'd be like,
yeah,
Bon Iver.
Yeah. I'm trying to get Steve into the Taylor Swift vibes. Mm-hmm. He likes Lavender Haze because there's a remix that came out that's actually killer.
Okay.
And he's into that song.
That like the radio is slowly killing.
I know. And he told me, he's like, play me a good song. Like maybe I'll like it. I'm like, oh my God, there's so many albums. Which song am I playing for him to start liking Taylor Swift? Like the stress. I'm like, I don't know. I played the 10-minute version of All Too Well. Because I'm like, that's insane that there's a 10-minute song. Like impressive. He wasn't a fan.
Maybe he would like it with the music video. It's a good music video.
I said it was nominated for awards and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would. I don't think he's into the arts like that. He's into like music where he's like, oh my God, I hear a tambourine. Oh my God, is that a trumpet in the corner? Like he's like that. Where I'm like, did you hear that killer lyric?
Yeah. Oh, they're not singing the song next.
Exactly. You know, different tastes.
Yeah.
But all to say, I want to go to Eras Tour so badly. I think she might come to Montreal eventually if she puts out more tour dates.
Oh my God, we can't go through all of this just for her to come to the city.
I know, that's the thing, but you never know. So it's like Toronto's,
yeah.
You just have to go to Toronto if we could go.
No, I agree. We just got to do it.
Yeah, we'll just go, and if she comes to Montreal, like whatever. We've seen it.
We'll go twice.
I don't know if I would go twice. I'm not someone that does that. Even movies, like I'm not going to the theater twice.
Yeah.
Like our friend went to go see Barbie twice. I'm like, was that necessary?
True. You know how we spoke, I'm veering off topics. You know how we spoke about limoncello spritz, how I said I want to do one with you?
Oh, yeah?
So I had some this weekend. The limoncello I bought at the SAQ was too lemony, but it was really good.
Okay.
And I see that happening for us.
When?
I don't know, but I know like we can make it. They're going to be good.
Okay, good.
Just that one was just too lemony. At the beginning in Italy, I was like, I don't need to bring that back. We have in Montreal. And I'm like, if all of them are this lemony, we really don't have it in Montreal.
But how can you dilute that? Like what else? What are the ingredients of a limoncello?
Prosecco, lemon, soda water. Limoncello, Prosecco, soda water.
Oh, so maybe the ratios have to change a little bit.
Yeah, but it's like, what, and I'm drinking juice?
No, not with the Prosecco. You would just lower the... Oh, yeah.
Well,
it's
with
true.
the Prosecco would help, but still.
Yeah.
Like, you need it. A little side note for that, for all the drinks out there.
Yeah, no, it's coming up and about. I started planning my Euro trip yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you would think that I want to go in June 2024, that flights would be dirt cheap. But it's on the contrary.
I think
not.
They know Europe is always going to be a summer thing. They don't have to change the prices ever.
No, literally, it's crazy.
They hacked it.
It's so expensive. So we're waiting. Just every day we'll go on to see if prices go down or something. But if it doesn't and that's the price it is, I'm going to just pull the trigger.
I remember there's a website that you say where you're going and you put it in. You're like, okay, I want to go from Montreal to Milan, let's just say. And the app is going to notify you when the price is low.
I think Vicky told us.
Yeah. So that would be a good one to get.
You have the app?
No, but I'm just saying, now that I'm talking about it, we should do that. Because if you go on every day, then I feel like the algorithm is going to fuck you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to look into that.
You're like creating fake VPNs just to not be tracked.
No, honestly. But I have to get on that.
Yeah.
Because you're booking it like it's multi-city, so where I'm going is not how I'm coming back. It looks fine. Like the price is like $800. I'm like, good, great. And then you have to come back. And then it's okay, it's $700, fine. But then there's these random charges. Like, it adds up so quick. I'm like, how did we get here?
Yeah. Like we took a wrong turn somewhere.
There's like so much being charged. And I'm like, why?
Yeah. And they charge everyone on the plane that. I wonder what their profit margins are.
I feel like not good. I feel like flights are always dropping. Like, sorry, not flights. Airlines are being bought out or not existing anymore. I feel like everyone's like broke. Like, honestly, Air Canada is a huge one, but I feel like they don't do that well.
No, because their service is so bad. You get an Air Canada flight, your flight is delayed. Just go prepared for a delayed flight.
That's the thing. I was talking to, Steve was talking to his mom, and she said, you're booking so far in advance that there could be changes to your flight. But she's like, then they'll accommodate you because they're changing the flights. But she's like, just because it says you're leaving at this time now doesn't mean by the time it comes, they'll still leave at that time.
Yeah, they're little bitches like that.
And we're like booking our flight just from when we need to be somewhere.
Yeah. You need a little bit of leeway.
I know.
Just to make sure if there's any
mishaps.
Yeah. What's your favorite airline?
American Airline? No, we just flew Delta recently.
Yeah.
Okay, Delta's up there. I'll say that's the most recent one I took. It was phenomenal. The snacks that came, like, great service, great snacks, not delayed.
Delta's a good one. Qatar Airlines was really good.
Qatar, but that's like
when you take in Qatar Airlines.
Exactly. So I didn't want to bring that up.
No, but for sure. United is not great. American Airlines is like okay. Air Canada not great.
Look at you, a little world traveler, saying all the airlines you've been on.
Because every time I was like going to like Mexico, we were like flying a different things. A different airline, and we were judging it. We're like, how close is Arnie to the other seat? How much room do you have?
100%. Air Canada Rouge, like, no way.
Where do you fly? Like Sunwing, you're always going
tropical,
or is it Mexico, Cancun?
Well, it's tropical to me.
Okay.
You're not taking that to get anywhere else.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's always a Sunwing.
Yeah.
But they're always dependable.
They are.
I know it's a shit airline, and I'm mentally prepared for that.
Yeah. They're just taking you to place A to place B on time. Yeah,
Air Canada, I need to lower my expectations because I always just expect to leave when it's supposed to leave.
Yeah.
And now I have to remember.
And I expect my carry-on to always fit and always have space.
But it never does.
I'm always like struggling with the people at the top. Like, we're always fighting for freaking
overhead bin.
Yeah. I don't get it.
And like, God forbid your carry-ons behind. No.
What do you mean behind?
There's no space when you get in. So your carry-on has to go in the cabin behind.
Yeah. No way. No. I'd rather it at my feet and I have to be like standing on my luggage at that point.
Yeah, it's...
Also, Delta gave out free
AirPods.
Yeah, like
headphones.
Yeah, I was like, what? Headphones? Because I don't even have the ones that you need anymore. Where remember Air Canada was charging people. So
maybe Air Canada's broke.
No, they're giving broke energy.
Yeah, they're always delaying things.
Yeah, there's lack of staff. People can't leave because there's no flight attendants.
I feel like their turnover is really high, so there's always someone new running it and they're lost.
I know. It's hard. These poor people. Would you be a flight attendant?
Yeah. I would. Would you?
Like, not for life. I think I would do it for a bit, but I think it's exhausting. Like, you land somewhere for literally, you have 12 hours, so you're going for dinner, but you're not really seeing anything special. You're just like on and off.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to think you're traveling the world, but I would do it.
For sure, I would do it. Flight attendants have like a certain amount of hours they have to fly, which becomes their like salary, but then they're getting paid and not having to work. Like, their whole schedule is different. It's cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's a very like cool career.
Yeah.
And they learn a lot. I think they have to know all about like the aircraft, CPR.
For sure, but I mean that's like any job. You have to know what it's about.
But I find it interesting to work on the plane.
Yeah. But I wonder if the plane, like when I get off the plane, I feel dirty.
Do you think they have to know how to fly the plane? Like a little...
No.
Not in like practice, but they have like a course. Like if anything, this is what would happen.
I don't think so, but it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, like what happens if both?
They have the co-pilot.
Yeah, I guess that's where it stops. Like, we got two of you. If two of you can't do it, everyone's screwed.
Yeah, honestly.
But they should.
They should, you're right. Maybe like the head stewardess.
Head stew.
The head stew should know how to fly the plane,
Yeah.
at least.
I was looking online and I was like, where do they sleep? It never occurred to me, but the video showed me like where they sleep, and it dawned on me. I'm like, so true. When they're flying 13 hours, like where do they sleep? Back there where the crew cabin is, there's a whole other world.
I know.
Like, it's, what's it called when you go through the closet and you're somewhere else?
Nirvana?
Yeah.
No. Was that the movie?
Yeah, where they like enter a closet and
Yeah,
there's like a
yeah.
whole other world.
Wait, what's that movie called?
I don't know. I love to reference things that I can't remember the name.
No, but the thing is, it's like I know exactly what you're talking about, but no one else does. But I know what you're talking about, and yeah, I feel like that's it. Like you open a door and there's like 4 single beds just waiting for people.
Yeah. It's a cool place back there.
Yeah, it's very cool, but it can get tiresome. It's like those people that do the major yachts in the summer.
That's what I would do too.
I would do it for one summer and then be like, I'm done here.
Yeah, because
Not only it's like, oh, it's so fun and games, you get all this cash and it's like your tips are great, but to serve people constantly, like from the moment you wake up till they go to bed, not even like you really.
no, it's a lot of labor. I feel like they're constantly
So much.
cleaning, attending to people.
Yeah, like I don't know about that, but it would be cool for summer. It's like when people go, like whatever, it's exchange.
Yeah,
It's
no,
cool
but
for a few months.
But I think there's like so much to do. You have to start third stew, or
Yeah.
or I forget like what the bosun and like the outside crew. I forget what their stages are.
Look up Below Deck, just teaching us things.
No, seriously.
The galley is the best word I've ever learned from that show.
And like the Bear, the season 2 just came out of the Bear. I don't know if you watched it.
I watched season 1. I like can't get through it, and that's another reason why your opinion to me is slowly declining.
It was good. That was good. But everyone I saw online were like, yes, chef is the new daddy.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
It's so true.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious. That show I can't get on board though. I watch a couple and I'm like, this is slow as so slow.
Watch Shameless and you'll fall in love with.
I watch Shameless.
It's Lip. I feel like you love the character.
No, this is different. This is slow. Like I'm ready for you to become a 5-star restaurant. Like I don't want to see you in the slums anymore. Like I'm over it.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well I think this is our show. We recapped quite a bit. TV
recap, tangents on tangents,
and celebrities.
That's what else is there more to care about?
If anyone else has another celebrity documentary, feel free to leave it in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a nice comment.
Thank you. Bye.